Is getting on podcasts, is that a bit of a shortcut to getting some quality backlinks as well? Or is that one of the benefits that you might also, that maybe people don't think about?
It's a benefit that people don't think about. So that's the rationale we set the company up for, was to help people understand. And we do a really bad messaging job about this, because when I had that conversation with the AppSumo chap, the AppSumo SaaS company called Hike, he said, yeah, I didn't get it. We've just had a conversation. I said, I know, because we haven't messaged it on there, because it's hard enough educating people about being a guest. And then you've got to try and explain domain authority and backlinks. It suddenly blows their mind. So what we do in our data is we augment it against a couple of other sources that bring in domain authority and page ranking. So basically, in simpleton terms, because I'm not an SEO guy by any means, it's like, how many high quality links are pointing to that website? So I always put it as the aspect of, you may just start being a guest on podcasts, and you start on those podcasts that may have had 10 or 15 episodes and they've got some traction. But the trend could be like, you haven't done a podcast before, Ryan, but suddenly you start to do a podcast, but your website's getting 1 million hits a month. I want my website linked on there somewhere. I want my backlink to come from there, because Google's going to go, oh, this is a high quality link. It's a similar content. It's talking about entrepreneurship and startups. Oh yeah, we love that. And it's that aspect. So I tend to not think or push or ask a host for sort of, can I do a call to action? It's like, do you want me to give an offer away? Is it something like that? Or what I prefer is actually, do you have an area on your site that has the podcast on there with a description that has a link component in there? That's what I want. Great. Okay. Yeah, I can do that for you. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I'm sort of going through that aspect, and even getting a backlink on sort of lower ranking sites. It's not necessarily on Anchor, Spotify and all that. It's on that stewarttownsend.com/podcast type of, that doesn't exist, by the way, but it's on that page, because that'll naturally get organic traffic over time as well. And it's a whole lot easier than going, oh, let's go and help a reporter out and let's try and get on whatever. And then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, that's great. I've got a little article there and a link, but it's a no follow link, or it's whatever it is. And or yeah, suddenly I can get some links on this site, but I've got to pay $2,000 a month to get these. And it's like, yeah, it's not relevant sites either.